Hi, everyone. Welcome to Twisted
Hello,
Fiber
hello,
Friends.
hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? So happy you're here with us.
Yes, hello, Stephanie and Heidi. It is good to see you.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us early. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. We've got a fun episode for you today. I'm super excited to get it shared with you. But how has your week been? Do tell. We would love to hear about it.
Besides being hot,
Yeah, it's been
busy, busy,
hot.
busy. Yep, busy, busy,
Hello,
busy.
Laura. Good to see you.
Hello, Laura, sweetie. Are you on the TV?
Sorry
Because I
about your
heard
eye.
you're having trouble with your iPad. I'm so sorry.
Well, I have been busy. I am still crocheting the bear. I have started a swatch, and then I have some other amigurumis I got to make that are little amigurumis.
Ah,
I am busy. Hello, Tracy. Good to see
hello,
you.
Tracy, sweetie. How are you doing?
Good to see you. I tell you, I put a bunch of stuff on my plate, and I now have to get it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you're on the
wonderful,
TV. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
wonderful. I tell you, I mean, even what we're talking today is on my plate. So, but I don't mind. It keeps me busy.
Yep. What
But
is
it's
it? My granny used to always say idle hands are the devil's playground. So yeah.
hard. Yes, you're sore and not being able to crochet drives you nuts. I'm so
Oh,
sorry, Tracy.
Tracy, I'm so sorry, sweetie.
I'm
What's keeping
sorry.
you from crocheting?
Bless your heart. Mm.
Oh, let's see. Oh, goodness, she has come up 9 degrees in just the last few hours. She was at 100 at 11 o'clock my time, but now she's at 109. But even her humidity has dropped, I think. I think it was higher than that, wasn't it, Tracy? Because now it's down to 16%. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
I have rain this whole week coming.
Oh, we're
Oh,
supposed to get this. We're supposed to have rain on Wednesday, 21%.
oh no. Is it you? Is it me? Is it Memorex? Uh, I don't see a problem. I'll even
Hmm.
refresh. No, it's fine.
Huh.
Um, it's fine. My YouTube side is fine. So yeah, I'm
I'm sorry,
sorry.
Laura. Man, you just seem to be having all sorts of technical issues.
I tell you, that's
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know
Yeah.
how they would refresh on the TV. I don't know about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't have a clue. Hello, Granny D and Nifty.
Hello, Granny D and Nifty. Granny D, I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart.
Yeah, bless your heart. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, there you
She's
go,
not.
Laura. Heidi said she had a little bit of problem too, so maybe leave and come back.
There you go. It is good to see
Yeah.
you, Nifty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I trust you guys have had a good week. In Fond du Lac, it's 78 degrees, 16-mile-an-hour winds, and 58% humidity. Oh, we were
You were
looping.
looping. Wow.
Oh, hello, Michelle.
Hello,
Good to see
Michelle,
you.
sweetie. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
But it's better now. Okay. Well,
I'm glad it's better.
yeah, me too.
It'd really be bad if it wasn't.
Yeah.
I am glad it's better.
Well, as
Absolutely.
you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about blanket sizing and the yardage that you need. Now, y'all might not think it's a big deal, but we got a little something coming up for you towards the end of the live that is going to make this topic for today make a little bit more sense. But to get us going, I want to ask you, what is your absolute number one favorite size blanket to make? Is it a lapghan, something you can just throw over your lap? Do you like making full flown, go across a queen or king size bed? Just just kind of let us know. I am working
Nifty's
on a
on the
blanket right
blanket.
now. Well, there you go, Nifty.
That's
What's the project
perfect.
been? Yeah, what size is it?
I like making the single bed size
The single bed
because
size?
that's bigger than a lapghan, but
Right.
still a good size blanket.
Yeah. Granny D says lapghan. Michelle says a
I'll see
full
full
size, which is a bigger than a twin and smaller than a.
king and a queen. Nice.
Oh,
Those are good sized blankets.
yeah. Well, to kind of help you figure out, a lapghan is 38, excuse me, 36 by 48, somewhere right along in there. It's specifically portioned for people that, sit a lot, like maybe at a desk, in a wheelchair, uh, recliner when it's just you up there. Now, if you get a grandkid that gets up there and snuggle with you, you might lose your uh,
Well,
authority
here's
over the
the
ground,
chart.
so to speak.
Well, here's the chart.
Uh, it can keep your legs warm without, throwing a lot of heat on all of your body.
Yeah,
A
here's the chart.
standard throw is about 50 inches by 60 inches. Now, again, that can vary just a little bit between. Um, it's something that you would throw on the back of your couch. Someone could lay out on the couch, and maybe take a nap, get a nice snuggle underneath it and everything. And then there are the bed topper sizes, which can be anywhere from, like Froggy said, she likes to make a twin, which is about a 66 by 90, all the way up to a king size, which can be about 108 by 100. And obviously, we know what those are for. Those are to throw on as an extra blanket when you need it in the wintertime when it gets really cold. Or if you're like at my house, who has a spouse that likes to sleep like you're sleeping in a meat locker. Oh,
Hmm.
yours is going to be a 65 by 90, so probably a twin size. Yep, that's about right. That's about right, Nifty. And Heidi says it depends on if it's complicated or not. The more details, the bigger. Simple ones bore you, so I like them to be lapgans. Oh, okay. Me, I shy away from blankets because I'm kind of like Heidi. I don't like a blanket that just does the same thing over and over again, every row. I just, that's not my cup of tea. But I have
Right.
fallen in love with mosaics, and because, you're building a design, even those that are only that revolve around a geometric, like maybe diamonds or like the Apache tears. I don't mind those two simply because they because of the color work, I guess you could say, that is built around the mosaic patterns. I don't get bored with those. Tracy says she likes to make a throw size.
Standard or large?
Oh, here we go. Now this chart that Froggy is showing you, it is already uploaded in the TFF Facebook group for those of you that are members. Of course, it's free. It's just some information that we put out there for you. Can you read the headings across the top?
The headings across the top are blanket category, dimensions. It starts out with 3 weight, worsted weight, bulky weight, and then the estimated number of worsted weight skeins you need.
Yeah.
The first blanket is a lovey or a security blanket. The second blanket is a stroller or a receiving blanket. The third blanket is a crib or a toddler blanket. Then we go on to your lapghan, your standard throw, your large throw, your twin bed topper, your full bed topper, your queen bed topper, and of course, your king bed topper. And of course, I can always make it bigger because, well, the frog needs it bigger sometimes.
Hmm. Now,
Does that help anyone? And is
I
there
want
anyone? particular you want me to single in on?
No, 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 no. I just wanted to for you to let them know what the chart says on it, just in case
So, blanket
they
category,
wanted to know. Hmm.
dimensions, 3 weight, 4 weight, 5 weight, an estimated number of skeins. That's an estimate. It's not
Yeah.
in stone.
No, because as you see there, there's different weights, and people don't. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I make most of my blankets unless I get a blanket kit. Most of my blankets are all 4 weight,
Yeah,
So, but if you've ever ordered, where'd I get it from? Hirschner's or Mary Maxim? I can't remember which. The Showlock blanket. Yeah, it had a mixture of 4 weight and 3 weight. But
yeah, that was at Berry back. So,
yeah, okay. I couldn't remember where I got it from. I don't mix weights. I mean, whenever I'm out buying my own amount of yarn, I don't mix the weights like that. But anywho, that's just how it came. Um, and the only thing that I find fault with this chart is that it gives the estimated number of skeins. Now, I
yeah,
got a question for you. In fact, I have two. If you're buying yarn for a blanket, do you buy or estimate by the number of skeins for your blanket, or do you estimate by the number of yards that you're going to need for your blanket when you're getting ready to buy?
I'm not answering until they do
Yeah, me neither.
because I know my answer.
Well, I know mine too.
I want to hear what they got to say. Do you buy by the skein or do you buy by the yardage?
Now, don't tell me you buy kits because that's already predetermined for you and you don't even have to work that out. But very
Okay,
good. Nifty says she goes by the yardage.
okay, that's interesting. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Come on, there's no right or wrong answer. We're
No,
just curious. Yeah,
no, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just a difference of opinion.
right.
I mean, for all you know, Maureen and I might buy buy it differently. We didn't talk about it ahead of time.
Yeah, we didn't. We did not. In fact, she didn't even know I was going to ask this question.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say I buy by the yardage. Um,
I do.
because, yeah, because if y'all remember, this has been quite a while back. We did a little skein comparison on 4 weight yarns, if y'all remember, and not all 4 weight yarns are created equal.
No,
So you could find yourself in a pickle if you go in and say, all right, this blanket says I have to have 5 skeins. So you go in and you buy 5 skeins. What happens when you come down to having to play yarn chicken? How many of you have ever had to play yarn chicken when you're getting closer to the end of your of your blanket? Do one, if yes, you've had to play yarn chicken, or two, no, you've been safe.
oh, I played yarn chicken lots of
So you're a
times.
one.
I'm a one.
I think
Come on.
everybody's taking a nap today.
I want to hear how many
Oh,
of you played
Heidi's
yarn.
a one. She's played yarn chicken with her project before.
I know Maureen's answer already,
Yeah.
but I want to hear you guys. How many of you played yarn chicken like Froggy? I played yarn chicken on blankets, sweaters, amigurumi. Nifty played yarn
Oh
chicken.
goodness, she
One.
played yarn chicken when she made her puff flower blanket.
Nifty's a one.
And Heidi's a one.
That's three ones.
Well, see, Maureen is a overbuyer. I have always been an overbuyer, simply because I figure, this way I've got enough yarn left over to do a small project with,
But you
because
put
there's,
yarn on an amigurumi before.
yes, I have played. Well, we're talking about blankets here. We're not talking about amigurumis. Yes, that was a very stressful situation on that one. Um, but
Oh, hiding.
yeah, see, and had to go searching for a substitute. Yep, run out of discontinued yarn. Now, as I said a minute ago, there's no right or wrong answer whenever you're going to buy yarn, especially for
No.
a big project like a blanket. But I really, really, really want to convert many of you over to the buying by the yardage and not
Yes.
by the number of skeins. Simply because, just like what Heidi admitted to falling into, it's always a great deal, isn't it? Whenever we can buy some discontinued yarn, because it's always at a great price, right?
Yeah.
We get
Oh,
it
yeah.
home and we think we've got enough to make that blanket with, and then no, and no worky. So there's this. It's called the golden rule. So whenever you're looking at calculating the number of yards that you need for a blanket, you should always tack on an extra couple of hundred yards. The reason being is that, and we all know this, whenever we look at a pattern, even in blankets, folks, um, most designers will say, my tension or my gauge for this blanket was so many stitches per so many rows for a 4-inch square. And most of the time, whenever we're making blankets, do y'all swatch for a blanket?
No.
Honestly, do you swatch for a blanket? I'm going to tell you, as big a proponent
No.
as I am of making swatches, I will sit here and tell you that I have never, or pretty close to never, ever swatched for a blanket.
I don't swatch for a blanket.
Oh, you thought she was frozen? Hello. There you go, Daniel. He says, nope, I don't swatch for a blanket either. Thank you for joining us, Daniel.
Am I
I have
frozen?
never swatched. I don't know. Talk. Move.
I am talking, but I'm not moving.
No, you're not moving. Yeah.
Weird. No, I
But
never swatch for a blanket.
yeah, I don't either. I never have. So when I mean, even if your pattern says you need 4 skeins of this color, 5 skeins of this color, be on the safe side and buy an extra one. Simply
Yes.
because, if for no other reason, your tension is going to vary over the time of the blanket. And if you stop and really think about it, it does, doesn't it? I
Oh,
mean,
it
just
does.
think about if you started on a scarf this morning. You're working on it, working on it, working on it, and then you set it down to go fix lunch or go change out the laundry or something. Then you come back in a little while and you pick it up. Is your tension going to be exactly the same?
Nope.
No, it's not. A few factors. One is your body's a little more tired than it was when you started it in the morning or whenever you started it previously. The stress of whatever is going on around us, that's going to get interpreted into your project. So there are many things that contribute to our tension, unless we can just sit down and say, nobody bother me, you're all on your own until I get finished with that. Well, that's kind of impossible with a blanket.
It ain't gonna happen.
No, no. Hello, Tammy, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Hey, Tammy.
Yes, nifty. And you know what? I never did either. It's taken me several years to realize that my tension in the evening is not the same as my tension was in the morning.
No.
So you may not think that it's that big a deal, but think about it over the lifespan of that big blanket project that you're making. Even if it's a baby blanket, if you were really to take your blanket and lay it out and take a ruler on the centimeter side, not on the inches side, and start looking at the spacing between your stitches and the
Mm-hmm.
height of your rows, you're going to see that they have changed over time. And
Absolutely.
that affects the amount of yarn that you're using in your project. So in a small project might not be that big a deal. But think about that change over time in a big project like your blanket. That little bit of change grows exponentially. And it can make the difference in having that one extra skein of yarn, especially if it's one color or multiple colors. Just having that one extra skein gives you that buffer that you need. So
So a good
that's,
rule of thumb is to grab an extra skein
yeah,
or an extra 10 or 20% of yarn.
that's right. That's
So
right.
I like to grab an extra 10 or 20% of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think skein, I think 10 to 20% more yards.
Yep.
And it's not like I won't ever use it because I will in a scrap
No.
blanket
Oh,
or
yeah.
something along that yard, that line, along those lines.
Mhm. Well, I used to think in that whatever's left over, I can put into a hat, or I can take several colors and make a scarf, a small cowl maybe, or a
Oh
caplet,
yes.
mittens. Little. My girls used to wear ankle boots, and so they loved those little boot toppers. Oh my gosh. And then of course when leg warmers came along, oh my word. In fact, the more colors I could put in those things, the happier the girls were.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's not like that extra skein is going to go to waste.
No.
So, but like she said, a good rule of thumb is just an extra 10 to 20%. And most of the time that just comes down to one extra skein of
It does.
yarn. Yeah. Which is, like I said, it's never going to go to waste. Froggy, what did you mention? Making a scrap blanket?
Scrap blankets always good. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, hats are perfect. Depending on the weight of the yarn, you could get out a pair of socks. You know me, I love amigurumi.
Yep. Yep. Another thing is that if you're reading through your pattern, um, you need to pay attention to the types of stitches that are put into your pattern, because hopefully many of you recognize by now that the more textured a stitch is, the more yardage it's going to take to make that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Can
I
y'all
got.
name some yarn
I
eaters?
made. Go ahead.
I'm asking the chat, can they name some stitches that are real yarn eaters?
Maureen's
Oh,
favorite.
well, yeah, Maureen's favorite does.
Oh yeah, Maureen's favorite does eat a lot of
Aside
yarn.
aside from baubles, popcorns, and puffs, can you name some stitches that are real yarn eaters? Maureen's favorite is definitely a yarn eater.
Yep, it sure is.
But yeah, that
Waffle?
there
Hello,
you
Nana
go.
Michelle,
Oh,
sweetheart.
Heidi
How are
nailed it.
you?
Hey, Nana Michelle, long time no see.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
It's
That's
so
what
good.
that's my favorite stitch, Heidi, is the alpine stitch. It is my favorite.
There,
Uh,
Michelle got
yeah,
it too.
Michelle.
Yep, there you go, Tammy. Hi,
Yeah.
Trent. Good to see you.
Hello, Trev. Both of you are fiber friends. Yes, we're fiber friends, sweetie. It is a pretty stitch, isn't it? And I love it so many for so many things, like for hats and for bags and for totes. Uh, the crocodile stitch, yes, Granny D, that's another one that is a
Oh,
huge yarn
good one.
eater. Yeah, a lot of people don't think about that stitch, Granny D.
They really do, Nifty. They really factor in how much you need.
Yeah, and see, the reason why I bring that up is because last year I bought the pattern. I did not buy the kit. I was able to go out and buy the pattern for what's called the bookcase Afghan.
Yep.
And it has five or six, I can't remember, different panels. And it's built upon, to look like a bookcase. And each panel has different stitches. So all it told me total for the blanket was, so many yards. Well, and it was all in one color. Yeah, Maureen didn't want to do that. Maureen wanted each panel to be a different color. So I had to do a lot of mathing and looking at the different types of stitches that were used in there to determine how much yardage I needed for each one. Now it had some stitches that were just, very nice and I don't want to say flat, but they didn't have much rise to them. But of course, the Alpine stitch was in there, the Catherine wheel was in there, and yes, the someone say the wattle stitch or waffle stitch
Waffle
was in
stitch.
there. Yeah, and so those are highly textured stitches. So obviously they took more yarn. So the more textured the stitches, the more yarn you're going to need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trev, that makes me very happy too, by the way, that you like joining us on Sundays.
Yes, thank you so much. But I'm a little side note here. That's why there's a replay button.
There is.
Yes, and we would love for you to go and replay and leave your comments there, sweetie, because we do go back and read them. We really do, and we do comment.
But yeah, so you need to take in to factor whether or not the stitch you're going to be using is a yarn eater.
Yeah.
So always do that.
Now, you also have to consider not only just your tension, but you also have to consider your hook. A
Yep.
lot of people don't like making blankets with the eye hook or the 5.5 millimeter. Many people will jump up to the J or the
Yep.
6.0 millimeter. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's not. But
No.
that if you're going to switch hook sizes, especially going up above what the designer had in mind for the blanket itself, that's also going to affect the number of yards that you're going to need. And I don't care if you buy a kit. Even if you buy a kit, you better, if you already know that you're going to be going up a hook size from what's going to be recommended for the pattern, because most of the time you'll know whenever you're looking at the kit what the size of the yarn is and what the hook size that's recommended for it. Hello, little Mary, how are you doing?
Hey,
See,
Mary.
Nifty says she's using a size 6 for her blanket. And many people like that because the stitches stand taller. It gives the blanket a little bit more breathing room, so to speak. I don't care what stitch it's got in there.
Thank you,
No,
Mary.
sweetheart, she just couldn't be with us today.
Yep. She can't be with us. She's okay though.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. She just, and it happens every once in a while. Like there's going to be a time where it's probably just me and Sam and Froggy's not here. So yeah, but we'll carry on. So if you're even thinking about buying a kit and you're going to use a hook size, especially that's higher, you need to make sure that you buy at least one extra skein or two
Of
to
each
match
of the
the
colors.
colors, yeah, of each color that has been put together for you in that kit.
Yes.
So, yeah, a lot of people don't think that just going up like half a millimeter is going to make that big a difference. But
Oh
yes, it
no.
does. Over the
It can
life of a
make a
huge
huge difference.
yes, over the life of a huge blanket, even a baby blanket, it's going to make a big difference. It truly, truly is.
Absolutely. It can make a difference of your blanket being 60 inches and 70 inches.
Right. And how many of you, this is a question Froggy didn't know I was going to ask, but how many of you have finished with your blanket, even if it came in a kit, and you decided, I want to put a border on it? Or maybe you
Mm,
even knew ahead of time you were going to add a border, and the border wasn't even part of your design in the first place. Hello, Angel. Angela? How are you
how are
doing,
you?
sweetie? Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Oh,
But
it's happened to me lots of times.
oh yeah, yeah, because for me sometimes even on a baby blanket, it just doesn't look like it's finished. And I don't care if all I want to add is just a round of half double crochets, even
Yep.
on a large blanket. That's another thing you've got to consider. So the next time you pick up a blanket, or when you're looking at especially buying yarn to do your next blanket, kind of step back just a little bit. See if you're going to change the hook size. See if you're going to, like Maureen likes to do, and make it a little bit different than the design that you're looking at. Um, if it's in a 4-weight, maybe you want to make it in a 3-weight or vice versa. So take into consideration the yarn you're going to be using. Are you going to have to get more? And like I said, to me, I just always play on the safe size, and I just go ahead and get me one extra skein to go with the yardage that's recommended. And two, let me tell you something else. If you are looking at a pattern and it tells you, to buy Red Heart Super Saver, and all you're going to need is 5 skeins, or all you're going to need is 300 yards of this particular color. What happens if you don't like Red Heart Super Saver? Maybe you want to use Big Twist. Maybe you want to use Loops and Thread. Hello, Mama Gwen. How are you doing? We are doing just great, sweetheart. Um, it comes back to the fact that, like I said, not all 4 weights are created equal. So you
Oh,
do
Leslie, I'm
really
so
need to
sorry.
look at what it is that you're buying if you're going to be doing replacements.
Yes.
Oh, Leslie,
I'm
sweetheart.
so sorry, sweetie.
Goodness gracious, girl, you can't seem to catch a break.
No. Bless
Ah,
your heart. Yeah, it is better to be safe than sorry. If
yes.
you win with too much yarn, you can always do something else. That's correct. Slippers to match.
Oh, yes. Very good idea, Nifty. I never thought about that. That's a really good idea. Now, we wanted to talk about blankets with you for a specific reason today. TFF has never had a crochet along. Never, ever, 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 ever. So, we have designed for you a TFF sampler blanket.
Woo!
Yeah. And of course, it being TFF and it being our first one, it is going to be. Oh, where in the world did you go from?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
No, 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 no. I had something jump up on my phone here. That's not what I
What's
wanted.
TFF? TFF is the acronym for Twisted Fiber Friends.
Um, where is my? There it is.
Nifty. Bless your heart.
Our
Thank you for that.
blanket falls under the category of a standard throw because I
Yes.
had to go back and look at the size of it. And it's built around two things: the colors that make up the Twisted Fiber Friends logo, which is the beautiful yellowish gold, the red, the blue, and the white. And each one of us, Coco and Froggy and Sam and I, have chosen our favorite stitch to make up each one of the rows that are going, or the panels that are built into the blanket itself.
Yeah, we
Now,
know I'm frozen,
yeah, sorry about that, guys.
but you can hear me.
Yes, you can hear her. So, we do have a pattern for you. It is in the testing stages, but I'm fairly certain that what we have designed and have estimated as far as yardages and things like that are concerned are pretty spot on. Now, I will download a PDF of the pattern as it stands right now into Twisted Fiber Friends a little later on today. This is what
Now,
we call a living document,
right,
which
it's apt to
means
change.
that's right. That means that as the pattern is being tested, Michelle Mosaic has been gracious enough to make sure that um, the pattern is written in a way that it's very understandable for everyone. And she's kind of helping me pinpoint not exactly, but pretty darn close how much yardage we're going to need for each section because of the stitch and the color. But the pattern is available for you to start looking at if you wish to follow along with us when we start the crochet along here in a couple of weeks. That way you can go ahead and start gathering your materials. Um, and you'll see in the pattern exactly which stitch we will start with and what color we'll start with. So
Oh,
if you don't
am I?
have the funds or you don't want to buy it all at one time, you can buy it, as you go.
Yeah.
What did I want to
Now,
say?
you don't have to use the colors we use.
No, you don't. You
Choose your
don't.
own
We just
color.
Yes, but we just
You can
thought
use
with the
as few as two. Right. You can use as few as two colors. I
yeah,
mean, you need a separator color and you need a color for the panels. We're doing it in five colors,
right.
but you can do it in whatever you want to do it in.
Yeah, we're
That's up to you
using
all.
the black as our border and to separate out each of the panels. And then each of the panels, as I said, will represent one of us and our stitch. So that's where
Yes.
we come up with the five colors. Now,
Yes.
each panel is about 30 rows. And what else do I need to tell them, Michelle, if you're still here?
There will be a tutorial for each panel.
That's right. There will be a tutorial. Like Froggy will do a tutorial for her stitch and the one for Coco's stitch. I will do a tutorial for mine, and Sam will do a tutorial for hers, so that you know how to do the stitch that applies to the blanket.
Hi,
Hello,
Kim.
Kim, sweetie. How are you doing? Because
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that maybe not all of us do the sedge stitch the same, or maybe not all of us do the knotted half double crochet the same.
Right.
So by showing you the tutorial that will match with the stitch that we're using in our blanket, then there won't be any problems with the stitch counts, uh, things being a little wonky. So
Yes.
anyway,
And we don't have a border yet, but there's a reason, because you all bring us together. You're
that's
our
right.
community. So we want all of you to help us come up with a border. Now, we're not going to do that yet. We want to wait until we've worked on the blanket because you
Right.
need to see the panels. And then we would like our chat to help us come up with a border, because the border is what's going to surround the blanket. And you're our community that brings us together and surrounds us. So
Mm,
that is going to be awesome.
yes.
We'll
And
do it during the live, Gwen.
yeah, yeah. Now, to make it even more fun, we are going to ask you, those of you that are going to join us during this time, because it's going to take us we've got it blocked out for about 6 weeks. 1 week a piece for us to show our tutorials, a little break in there so everybody has time to catch up. If there's any questions, if there's any suggestions that you have in making the pattern better, maybe explaining something a little more, maybe giving us your insight as to, hey, Maureen, I love this stitch and the explanation was great, but this is how I've always done the stitch. Who knows? Maybe we can put it in as an alternative to the way the pattern was actually written. So
I
we're
know,
going to give
Kim.
you time to upload your photos in the Twisted Fiber Friends Facebook group, because that's where we want them to be.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then at the
And
very end,
we're going to put all of your names who submitted photos to the Facebook group on a wheel. And we're going to select three winners.
yep,
And you're going to get a prize from Twisted Fiber Friends. Yes. for participating in the crochet along.
Right.
But
And
we are going
then,
to give you plenty of time to get the border finished and to upload your photos.
and
So,
with your permission, those of you that upload your photos, we want to incorporate them into the final product of the pattern itself, so
yes.
that those that come long after we have finished with this crochet along, they see the pattern there, they can pull it up and look at everyone's progress. Look at some of you that may choose to use, different colors. You don't have to use our colors. We just chose this as a good first crochet along from Twisted Fiber Friends by using the colors from our logo and sharing with you our favorite stitches. Now, this won't be the only crochet along, folks. We are already talking about plenty for next
Oh,
year.
oh yeah.
So, but we thought with this being our first one for Twisted Fiber Friends that this would just be a good one to start with. Plus, you'll have a nice cozy throw to start
No,
the
no, Gwen,
cooler
it's white.
seasons with.
No, mine's white, honey. Because in the logo, Twisted Fiber Friends colors are primary colors red, yellow, and blue,
Right.
along with white, black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Those are TFF colors.
Right.
So we did that. And we gave Cocoa blue, and then Sam and Maureen, they each chose yellow and red. I took white, and then the black is the one to separate everything and to border it.
Yeah. To really make the colors of TFF
Yeah.
pop. No, we don't have a green, Mama Gwen.
If I had a green, it'd be Froggies.
That's
But
right.
no. But I am super excited for this crochet along. I wanted to tell you about it a month ago, but everybody made me wait. Hi, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon, sweetie. How are you doing today?
I am really, really excited about it. I can't wait to see what all of you come up with, the colors you choose. Um, I'm really hoping that you'll let us include your image in the final pattern.
Yes. We won't do it
Uh,
without your permission.
no, we only with your permission.
And I got to tell you something else. If you allow us to put your picture in there, your name's going to be attached to it. So,
Yep.
FYI.
I'm just really, really excited about this.
Yeah, we got started talking about a crochet along that we needed to do one, and it was just like perfect timing. Let's do a blanket because it'll take us into the cooler weather whenever it does finally hit. And how nice would it be to every time you pick that up, you think of us? And I'm sorry, I was
Yeah,
a little selfish, and that's the reason why I designed it that way.
I love it. I do. I want you to, every time you use that throw, to think Twisted Fiber Friends or
That's
TFF.
right. Right.
That's what the
Right.
whole thing is about. I know every time I use mine because I'm making it for me, I'm gonna think of TFF and all of our community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
Mama
Mama Gwen.
yes, we do. Hang on, I will
I was going to
personally
say,
go get
Nightbot
it.
should be dropping it, but
And
no
Nightbot
telling
does
when he
drop it.
did. Yeah.
Nightbot drops it, but I'm gonna personally go get it just for Gwen.
Thank you. Hello, Nancy, sweetheart. How are you doing today?
Hey, Nance.
Sorry, guys,
So,
you're going to hear me open up my Coke.
so I went and got the Facebook group for you to get. You only need to answer a couple of questions, and that's it. But that's just to prove you're not a robot.
Right. The ones that are, do you promise to be sweet? That kind of thing.
Yeah, be sweet, don't be ugly.
Yeah.
I am
Oh, you
super.
have been? Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, sweetie.
No, we're going to do a live where everyone joins in and the whole chat agrees on what kind of border to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Now, the color is already set, folks. It's got to be outlined in black because that's what we're using to separate out the panels. So, come on. There we go.
Nice, Nancy.
I'll have to go back and pick it up here in just a little bit. You can upload your suggestion for a border, and then we're going to put it out there on a poll, and then the one that gets the most votes, that's the border we're going to go with.
Oh, Leslie said, I love it. I haven't thought of anything for the 1 pound balls I got from Michi yet. I'll have to see if it's 5 balls since I did give one away. Awesome, Leslie.
Yay! That's going to be fun.
Hey, Rita. I hope you
Oh,
join in.
Rita, my sweetheart, how are you and Mama doing? I keep
That
meaning
would be
to
great.
message you, sweetheart, but man, there's been a lot going on around here.
If everybody would like to see an idea of what it looks like so far, this is the testing phase, and this is just a sneak peek. I can't make it any bigger. There's your sneak peek.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know if it's even showing.
Yes, it is. It's showing.
Okay, that's the sneak peek.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
Coco's panel, and the beginning of Maureen's panel is up at the top. I don't want to show you the whole thing, but there's your sneak peek of the blanket.
Rita,
Okay.
message me particulars, please, sweetheart, so I can get Mama in the book.
Oh, bless your mom. Prayers for
Oh,
her.
sweetheart, I'm so sorry.
But there's your sneak peek. Michelle sent that to me so I could show you. Thank you, Michelle. It is
And
a
I,
beautiful
I,
blanket.
I am going to go ahead and say that, man, I appreciate Michelle so much
Oh,
for
yeah.
testing this pattern for us,
Oh, yeah.
because I have mentioned to you guys many, many, many times.
Yay,
Uh,
Angela.
if I want a pattern looked over and to make sure that I am being as concise and as user friendly as possible in my patterns, I go to Michelle every single time. I really do, because she she really grounds me in writing patterns. But bless her heart, she is not a fan of Maureen's stitch, let me tell you.
No, she's not a fan of the Alpine.
No, nope. And I told her, I said, well, maybe by the time you get through making that panel, you'll like my stitch. And she's like, nope, nope.
No, no. But the
Oh, goodness.
colors in the blanket is turning out. I know you can't see me,
No,
but the blanket is turning out beautifully. I absolutely love it. I love well, the colors we chose were primary colors
right.
because that's what TFF logo is. But it's coming out beautifully, and it is so gorgeous.
And the
I
way
just
we chose to
love
line
it.
out the colors as well, the
Yes,
order of the colors. And
the order
it,
of them.
folks, you know what? I honestly believe this blanket was meant to be, because not only did the colors fall in the right sequence that they needed to, but the stitches that the four of us chose,
Are perfect.
they are. Not only are they perfect, but they're lining up, and it's just going to be a beautiful blanket. And I'm not saying that because I designed it, but I'm just saying that the way it all came together, it's just going to be a beautiful
It's
blanket. So whether
amazing.
you use our colors, or you make it all solid, or you decide to do two colors, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a beautiful blanket, I promise you.
Absolutely. It's a very good sampler stitch blanket to get you to practice these stitches. It's just really an all
Hmm.
around fantastic blanket.
Yeah, I
And I
heard you did, Michelle, sweetheart.
well, I'm glad you did. I can't wait for you to get to my section. Um, it's gorgeous because it starts out with Coco's and it goes to Maureen's, then it goes to Sam's, and then it goes to mine. I can't wait for you guys to see the completed blanket that Michelle's made.
Yeah,
I really can't wait for you to see it. Oh, I'm so excited for that, Rita.
yeah, yeah.
I'm excited for all of you, and
Mhm.
very, very excited, and can't wait to see what all of you come up with.
So while we're
That's
still on the topic of blankets, I want to
yeah.
know if any of you have found any new ones that you're working on. Or maybe just tell us what is your favorite blanket that you do, like maybe your go-to pattern. Yours is killing me.
You're just killing me, Smalls. Well, my favorite go-to pattern is called the midwife.
The Call of the Midwife. Okay.
Yes, that would be my go-to. Especially when I get a phone call that says you need to make a baby blanket.
Right.
And of course, I would make crib size.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's usually called the midwife. And that would be the one I've made the most. Well, no, I take that back. Granny Square is the one I made the most.
Right.
Call the midwife is coming up on that though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to say that my favorite blanket to make is it's a rectangular shaped granny square. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, that's my most favorite to make, especially when I have a bunch of scrap yarns left and I just start picking
Oh,
up one, attach a color to it, and go. Get through with that one, pick up another one, and go. And I just love the way that it comes together.
I do. I also like mosaic.
Rita says, I've been looking at different squares with flowers. I need small size work to get satisfaction. I understand.
I get that. I
Oh
do.
yes, the textured cabin throw from Mama Swift. That's a
Isn't that
beautiful blanket,
beautiful?
isn't it? I like that one. I haven't made it yet, but it is on my list of blankets to do.
It's a beautiful blanket though. Oh,
Oh,
I
you've
do
made
want
two
to.
of them, and she made one of the square version for an infant. Oh, I bet that's
Oh
so cute.
wow. I do like the more complicated blankets though.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like Sophie's Universe and stuff like
Right.
that. Because
Well,
every round is different, or every row is different, and I do
right.
enjoy those.
Right.
Um, I've probably made 20, 25 star blankets.
Nope.
Um, no,
Nope.
I
Never made
haven't.
a star blanket.
I probably have back before they were popular. You not tried the Alpine stitch yet? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Gwen. It's not that difficult. It's just annoying. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Maureen loves it.
I do love it. I do love it. I You know why I love it so much, folks? I love the texture that it makes. That's the reason why I liked it. Oh, the
We
Indiana by Bag O'Day. I've not made that
yeah.
one.
You
Hello,
sleep well, Rita.
Sam. How are you?
Hey
We've not
Sam, sleep
seen
well,
you
Rita.
in
Bless your heart.
forever.
Bless your mother, and sleep well,
Yes.
Rita.
Message me later, sweetie, when you get a minute.
The Indiana by Bag of Day is absolutely beautiful.
One that is also on my list to do, just simply because I already have in my mind the colors I want to put together with it, and that's the Mosaic Apache Tears. I
I
cannot wait to
do want to do
get that on my hook.
yeah, that I do want to do. Yeah, the Indiana. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Oh,
sweetie. No,
bless you,
that's
Rita.
fine. You do what you
Get
need
you
to do
some
right
sleep.
now, Rita.
Get you some sleep. That's more important at the moment.
That's right.
Bless your heart.
Well, I
Does
will.
anyone have any questions about blanket sizing? Because that's a real important.
Hmm. Tina?
I think that's who does the Indiana blanket.
Oh, okay. Like I said,
But I want
I've
to
not
make
seen
sure
that
that
one.
if you have questions about blanket sizing, that you ask them. Um, yeah.
And like I said, there is a PDF for you. All you got to do is go to the Facebook page, click on it, download it, and you'll always have it.
Now, if you want to know, um, the blanket calls for worsted weight yarn.
Yes.
I'm not doing mine in worsted weight. Don't follow Froggy. I'm doing mine in a 3 wave, but I bought tons of extra yardage to make sure I had plenty.
Like I was going to tell you, it will be uploaded here and probably within the next hour or two on the Facebook page so that if you
Yeah.
are interested in doing it, you can go ahead and get it. Look at the instructions. Please read through it so that you kind of have an idea. So that when we come back together next week, if you have any questions, be sure you write them down too. So that if
Yeah.
you have any questions, because there will be time next week for us to discuss anything, any question that you have about the blanket. But
Oh,
remember, this is a living document and it will be in PDF form. That way, if you don't have Word or Microsoft tools, you can download it in pretty much any, uh, like on a Kindle, on your iPad, it won't matter.
yep.
But it there'll be some tweaking, I'm sure, but do have the yardage already listed for your 5 different color choices. So that will
So
help
that,
you definitely.
but make sure you read the entire pattern before you
Yep.
go buy yarn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's important.
Well, we do
Also,
want to say thank you so much for all of you being here with us this afternoon. We greatly appreciate it. We do hope that this little discussion about blankets and measurements and, uh, little tips and tricks, especially if you're going to go rogue and buy your own yarn instead of following what was suggested in the pattern. We hope you gave you some tips and tricks in which that will help you and not come up short.
yes, but make sure that you join us tomorrow on Maureen's channel. Before Hobie Bingo, we're going to celebrate watermelon. That will be a lot of fun.
It will be.
Yes. But don't forget to go into the Facebook group, get your information that you need. And stay safe, be kind to one another, and happy yarning.
As always, thank y'all so much for being here, whether you were here the whole hour or just for a little bit. We greatly appreciate your time. If you're catching the replay, let us know what is your favorite size blanket, and do you think you'll be joining us for the crochet along? We certainly hope that you will be. But until next time, folks, always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. Your light is special. Let it shine. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.